Hi, followers and lovelies everywhere. My name is Tumblr user FollyAdo, and I am with
Sunny and Skya.
Yay! And we're here to answer questions about ourselves for you guys.
Yay!
Yay!
So, the first question is, what's your sexuality?
Bye.
Yeah, we're both bi.
Yeah!
Most of our friends are bi. It's kind of funny.
It's a Massachusetts thing. No, we're just kidding.
If you could meet anyone on this earth, who would it be?
Wait, could they be dead?
They can, I guess
Because
they
they're
can
still
be dead.
on the earth. They're just dead.
Yeah, I guess so.
There's so many people, and it's like singular. It's one person.
I'm gonna choose
Elton John. I want to meet Elton John.
I'm gonna choose Benedict Cumberbatch, mainly because there's a poster of him right there.
Can I?
Grab the book nearest to you, turn to page 23, give me line 17.
Page 23. I am messing.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, this entire paragraph is line 17. This is
same.
long. Okay, you go first.
Okay, so it's like an italicized paragraph, so I'll just read like a part of that so it makes sense.
Oh, is it the letter?
Yeah. This diamond would certainly be any girl's best friend. British Museum Trust Chairman Sir Mason Green shows off the priceless Noor Jahan diamond to philanthropist Miss Geraldine Archer at the much-awaited opening of the new India exhibit this week.
Okay, mine is, then her whole body would get relaxed and this tingling sensation would start pumping right out of her heart and spread like wildfire.
I lost in a tingling sensation.
Spread like wildfire through every place in her body until she was almost burning up with all the tingling, and that was when her feet would rise up off the ground and she'd be flying. This is a book about the girl who could fly, so it's not sex or anything. It's the girl who could fly.
Not with that attitude. Okay, next question is, what do you think about the most? Music.
Being famous.
So much music.
Becoming famous one day.
Same.
Figuring out how I can achieve that with help from friends, obviously. What does your latest text message from someone else say? Micki texted me. That's my last text
message. I texted her that I was outside her house.
Okay, how about besides each other?
Yeah, here, I'll show you. My mother texted me that 16 Candles was on.
Steven texted me that he went to the Hypno show.
Oh. I wanted to go to that, but I had no money to go to that with. And I had no one to go with. We should have gone. Why didn't we go with each other?
I went to see once.
Oh, yeah, you went to see one. And no one else was like, I don't want to go to the Hypno show, because that's stupid.
Do you sleep with or without clothes on? Without.
Well then.
It's so much more comfortable for me. Like, it just feels awkward with pants on. If I have people over, I'm obviously going to be wearing pajamas.
Like, I wear a t-shirt. That's it. Like,
I used to wear t-shirts.
Those weird people that wear bras when they sleep. Like, what are you doing?
I wear a bra to sleep.
Oh, I don't mean to offend you. Or anyone else, for that matter. I just cannot sleep with a bra on
It's personal preference. What's your strangest talent? When I was little, I was in a Peter Pan production. I could do this weird thing with my throat, so I ended up playing The Alligator's Ticking. I can hit a really high note. Yeah,
I can hit a really high note when I sing, but that's not a really big talent. Like, that's not, like, strange or anything. The fact that I can go from, like, really, really low to really, really high and, like,
I can only do low.
I can do both. Like, people are like, you have the weirdest vocal range known to mankind. I'm like, well, then, fine.
It's a unique vocal range.
Yeah, because I can go, like, oh, and no one sings like that. But then I can also go like that.
It's really...
I can go higher, but I'm like 6, so...
Don't go higher.
Girls, finish the sentence.
So they're both finish the sentence. Most girls are very annoying.
Girls, finish the sentence for me. Girls, some of them are pretty and nice. Boys, finish the sentence.
Some boys are, like...
Decent.
That was Mostly nerds.
Yeah, nerds are more decent than, like, jocks, because you can't really get...
They're obnoxious.
Well, at least in our school, they're obnoxious. Like, I don't know about your school.
The nerds are the cutest and the awesomest. And the best to hang out with.
Boys, some of them are really pretty and nice. Sorry, going back to the first question there. Everyone's pretty.
Ever had a poem or a song written about you?
No.
I wrote other people poems and songs. I will never show them. That was back in, like, elementary school. I wrote, like, these 2 boys that I used to like.
Aww.
I wrote them. I wrote them a poem. And I think I wrote the other one a song.
That's so cute.
And I never showed it to them. I'm still like friends with one of them.
Our friend Alex, she gave me, like, inspiration for a song, but I never showed her what it was. I told her that it was, like, about her, but she was like, I don't even know. I don't want to show her. When is the last time you played air guitar? I feel like I was the only person who never did the air guitar. I have never done that.
Well, my sister and I were on a road trip in like California, Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, and it was a very boring car ride. But I had my iPod, and I had I think the Hawaii 5-0 theme, and I had like a bunch of Hawaiian music and stuff. So my sister and I would switch off playing air drums and air guitar, and it was really fun. We don't play as often that much anymore because we spend our time in our rooms on our computers.
Same. Do you have any strange phobias? My food cannot touch on my plate. Like, unless it's, like, meant to mix. Like, if it's made that way. Like, my mom makes this thing where she puts, like, stuffing and turkey and, like, mashed potatoes. That's meant to be mixed. Mm. But if I have meatloaf and green beans and mashed potatoes, that cannot touch. Or I will not eat it.
You know how sometimes when you're, like, you can hear your heartbeat in your ear? Mm-hmm. So when I was little, I used to think there was, like, a strange Buddha man with a little puppy coming up the stairs to, like, feed me food that I didn't want, and it scared me to death. Oh. I also used to think when I was little that in, like, the shadows, there were, like, these little mice that looked like Cinderella's mice, but they were evil, and they were trying to get you. Ever stuck a foreign object up your nose? Ew!
I stuck a blueberry from the Caribbean up my nose.
When I was little, and this wasn't me, but we have a bunch of, like, pebbles down by the pool. Some of them are...
a pebble up your nose.
I did not stick a pebble up my nose. My sister did. She thought that's what I was doing because I was collecting them for my rock collection. She stuck one up her nose, and she had to go to the hospital, and, like, she got a nosebleed and stuff.
Oh my god. What's your religion? I am...
atheist.
Yeah, like, I'm weird. I'm, like, on the fence about that. Like, I celebrate Christmas. I'm technically Christian. Like, my family's technically Christian, but I
Do you go to church?
No, I don't. I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm just saying, like, atheist, too.
Well, so my family doesn't agree with a lot of the Christian rules, so we respect other people's religions, but we like the same thing. We celebrate Christmas. We used to celebrate Sinterklaas, which is like a Dutch version of this dude who has these black peats, and they come down your chimney and they leave Dutch chocolate coins and oranges in your shoe, and if you're bad, they leave sticks.
If you're outside, what are you most likely doing?
Reading it under a tree. Or drawing.
She's the peaceful one. When I was a child, I was a very adventurous kid. I would climb trees. I've
never climbed a tree.
Who are you?
Do you prefer to be behind the camera or in front of it?
In front of it.
Behind it.
Simple but extremely complex. Favorite band? No! 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 Bye.
Don't leave.
That question is so...
No.
If you follow me on Tumblr, I have a list in my FAQ about my master post of Tumblr bands.
There's a couple of good YouTube ones like Pentatonics and Lindsay Sterling.
Lindsay Sterling isn't a band, but she's amazing, and I did a presentation on her, and I got, like, an applause.
What was the last lie you told?
That I finished my homework.
The last lie I told was that Micki was coming over to study Latin.
Do you believe in karma? Yes, I do.
Karma is a bad thing.
Karma is a bitch.
What does your URL mean?
You know that Fall Out Boy album?
That's a simple
That's like the thing, but, like, I changed the actual album, like, the way I wanted it was taken, so I just changed it to Folly, and I thought I was a clever person.
I don't even know why I thought of Sunny Days in Sky. I chose Sunny Days in Sky because I thought sky is a very big, important part of Homestuck. What is your greatest weakness? When people make fun of my friends. I had 6th grade, we had a friend who made fun of one of my other friends, and I could have punched them in the face. I was very pissed off.
I yelled at them. I yelled at... I think we yelled at the same person.
This is not Abby.
Oh, okay. If you push the right button, then it's not gonna work. Greatest strength? Me. I'm her greatest strength.
Talking to adults. When I was little, I hated the kids in my neighborhood. Like, this is a different town. And, because they were all very mean. They didn't like me. I was very awkward. So I asked my parents if I could talk to them, if I could hang out with them and the older people. And they said it is okay as long as I talked to the adults. So I became very good friends with all the adults in my neighborhood. And with my family and stuff. So it's like, it's the same now. I'm much better friends with, like, the adults in the neighborhood than people at school. Who is your celebrity crush?
Here, let me get my list.
Sleep. I don't think I have one. I don't actually think I have one.
David Tennant, Benedict Cumberbatch, anyone from Sherlock.
They're nice, but I don't have a crush on them. Maybe David Tennant.
Osric Chow, Jared Padalecki, Jensen Ackles.
You're listing off Supernatural stuff. I don't watch Supernatural.
I go in chronological order.
Okay.
I can't list, like, Jared Padalecki and Misha Collins and then go, like, Ollie Sykes or Kellen Quinn, because I can't mix Supernatural with Bring Me the Horizon and Sleeping with Sirens, because that doesn't make any sense. It's like mixing food. It doesn't make sense when the beans touch the meatloaf.
We're going back to the beans and meatloaf.
Beans and meatloaf are not supposed to touch, Lucy. Have you ever gone skinny dipping? No. I'm alone. And I'm, like, young.
I once went swimming in my underwear, but that was because we were in Italy and our luggage.
I touched your foot.
We were in Italy and our luggage was taken to Florida.
How do you vent your anger? I yell. I text, like, in real life, I'll act annoyed. Like, I'll act, like, extremely annoyed, but when, like, I get home, someone's phone explodes with text messages because it's all in capital letters.
I have a couple of different ways. Sometimes if I'm pissed off, I have a journal that I vent out all my anger in, and I, like, share my thoughts and stuff.
I yell at people.
I don't show that journal to anyone, ever. Well, my other way was, back when I had these huge, thick bars of chocolate, I took a knife and I started stabbing it.
No, you're supposed to eat the chocolate, Lucy.
No, I was stabbing it. It was making a lot of loud noise, which actually helped me a lot. It was making a lot of loud noise, and it was stabbing it really hard. And my sister came in, she started eating the chocolate pieces that fell off.
Nonchalant, like, oh, I'm eating the stabbed pieces
she knew that I was pissed off.
Yeah.
So she kind of just sit and she let me vent. So that was nice of her.
That's good.
She's a nice sister.
Do you have a collection of anything? Shells?
Does book collection count?
Yes, book collection. I have a book collection. Yeah. She has, like, several thousand books right there.
I think it's about, like, 8 or 9 shelves. And then there's more downstairs, and there's stuff spread all over my room, and then I have a nook.
And then I have a nook, and then I have another nook, and then I have the third nook because the 2 other nooks are filled with books. Do you prefer talking on the phone or video chatting online?
Video chatting online.
Yeah, because, like,
Skyping.
I'm too lazy to, like, text you, like, this long thing of what I want to say. Like, I just want to just be like, blah.
It used to be that every night I would Skype with 2 of our friends until, like, 3 in the morning because they're both insomniacs, and I wasn't. So I would yell at them to go to sleep, but they were really nice, and they read stories to me. Are you happy with the person you've become?
No.
I can do better.
I will never be happy with the way I am, look,
I will push myself to be better.
I'll never be okay with that because that's how I grew up. Like, I grew up, like, this is gonna sound like I'm complaining, which I do a lot, but I was bullied, like, literally every single year of school something happened. And it, like, there was this one person who totally destroyed my self-esteem. And then, like, so.
I think I'm thinking about the same person. I think
we were both bullied by the same person. Let's just get that out there.
It was different times, so it was very sad. We had a whole year where we didn't talk to each other because one of us was with her still and one of us was not.
Yeah.
It was sad.
I was like, Rona, I want you back. And then once we finally, like, in science class this year, we were, like, realized that both of us weren't friends with her anymore.
I was done with her.
And we were like, you're back now. I was like, I miss you so much. It took me so long to start up again after that. Like, I was bullied by this person for, like, 2.5 years. And it got so bad that I, like, someone who knew me at the time was, like, she was, like, my rock throughout the whole thing. And a couple of other people, I thank that rock for, like, so much. Like, I would not be here without her.
There will always be someone that's telling me that I'm not healthy enough, or I'm not pretty enough, or I'm not good at something.
My hair
But
is just...
at the same time, there is always someone who will be telling me that I am possibly the best person they've known, and that makes me happy.
You're the best person I've known.
What's the sound you hate? We have an unfinished attic, so there are literally like bats and squirrels, and so sometimes at night I can hear scratching in the walls or a thing crashing above my ceiling. It's very scary and it keeps me up all night. A sound that I love. Music. Can we just generalize?
The sound of music. Yes.
Can
we just throw everything in there? All music unless you're Justin Bieber.
My mom asked me why I have a clock ticking in my room. I have like this clock in my room that ticks all the time. So I don't know. I can't really sleep if I don't hear it, I guess. Mm-hmm. It helps calm me. It's like a heartbeat.
What is your biggest what if? There is an alternate universe where supernatural exists and I can't be there, even though I really want to be there so badly.
What if at this very moment I were to fall off a very high place?
What if at this very moment there's no toilet paper on the apocalypse, then what are we all gonna do?
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Yeah. Or how about aliens?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, like, look out into space and look me straight in the eye and tell me that we are the only intelligent beings out there.
Stick your right arm out. What do you touch first? I touch my desk.
Lucy touches air and I touch Lucy.
And then
Rona,
left arm.
What?
Left arm. You touch the wall.
I touch a woman's leg.
She
has a big mural on her wall and it's like wicked awesome. Smell the air. What do you smell? Lucy.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know what
I don't smell anything. I smell air.
It smells like
your house. I don't know what your house smells like, but it smells like it doesn't. It smells not. I don't smell anything.
It probably smells like peppermints in my room.
I don't smell peppermints.
It probably does because I have a bunch of peppermint stuff in my room.
What's the worst place you've been to?
Oh, when I was little, I went to a restaurant to have breakfast and I ordered orange juice and they put alcohol in my orange juice. And I thought it tasted weird. My parents tasted it and my dad was yelling at the management.
Oh my god. I remember. Okay, so I go up to Vermont like every year to go visit my family. And so we are up there and my dad and I were searching for like a supermarket and we drove through this place in Vermont and there was nothing. Like, I shit you not. Auto parts store, bank, auto parts store.
Where do they get their food?
Like, no, one Hannaford's. There was, like, that's the only supermarket.
Choose East Coast or West Coast?
East Coast.
We're
from there. Oh. We kind of have to go with that anyways, even though, like, sometimes I have to go, like, West Coast, but, or, hold on. There we go, West Coast. Sometimes I have to do that, but...
East. East Coast.
We have to do East Coast. Most attractive singer of your opposite gender. Hold on, let me get my list.
Again.
On the back of my celebrity.
How many questions are we gonna have like this?
I have to say, like, Patrick Stump or Vic Fuentes or Ollie Sykes or...
I have to agree with Patrick Stump.
Or Kellen Quinn or Gerard or
Gerard.
Way.
Gerard. To you, what is the meaning of life? There is no meaning.
There's no meaning. We're born and then we die.
Our meaning is to make a lasting impact on other people's lives.
Define art. Art is something that
art is
makes
a way
you
of
happy.
Expressing people.
Art is a way of expressing your feelings without telling people what's actually happening.
And you believe in luck? I have had lucky times.
Yeah.
What's the weather like right now?
It's like...
Is it still snowing?
It was like, it's spitting out. It's like lightly snowing, and it's like sunny-ish out. It's nice out. It's pretty.
Is it warm? It's kind of warm, isn't it?
It's like kind of cold. It's like 30.
And what time is it? It's 1:17.
It's like, yeah, it's like 1:17. Like, I arrived at her house at like 11:45, and now it's 1:17. Do you drive?
No, we don't drive.
Too young.
Way too young. I have friends who are learning how to drive.
Yeah, same. Next year.
No, not next year. Not for me.
For me.
I'm too young.
I'm sorry, Rona.
I'm one of the youngest. Kylie is younger than I am, but still.